What up, everybody? This is What Up Cub podcast back again on another episode. We back finally. It's been a minute, but we back. We back. Kendall, what you been up to?
Man, uh, really just working, taking care of these kids, man. What about yourself?
Same thing. Got a lot of stuff going on. But
Mm.
hey, ain't no use to complain. It ain't gonna help.
Right, so I have no stop.
No stuff. Just gotta keep going and keep
Keep
going.
going.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Everybody talking about it right now. Drake versus everybody. What going on with that, Kendall?
All right, so apparently what they've been saying is we're gonna start off with Future. They said Future mad with Drake supposedly because that 21 Savage uh collab with album where her loss. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people saying Future felt like it should have been him, and that he felt like he kind of snubbed him for that and was dissing. So I can't really make sense of that. And then, of course, Metro Boomin, they Metro Boomin and Drake been kind of beefing with each other for a while now. And the weekend, the weekend been beefing with Drake for um, because he almost signed the OVO. ASAP Rocky been beefing with Drake because Drake been sending shots at Rihanna and ASAP like on the I don't know if you know, but for all the dogs Drake album. I mean, the
Uh-huh.
pretty much the first song, the intro. He was uh he was dissing Rihanna and then ASAP throughout the album. Um um
So
let's
what you
see.
like Drake diss song? What you rate that as? I heard I need to re-listen to it. People rated that Drake diss song one of the best diss songs of all time. I,
I don't know about that.
I
That
don't
that,
know
that,
about
that, that
that. I think
yeah,
people
that,
that
that
I think they were trying to get views or something.
yeah, I
I
think
don't
they
know
they
about
they
that.
going to this world is they it's like a what have you done for me lately? It's like they're in the now. They don't really know too much about the past. Like
Mm-hmm.
even Kendrick Lamar, I know we're gonna get to that, but even all of this like pales in comparison to all of this that we've heard way back. But I mean, it was straight, but it definitely it close to being the best of all time.
Now let me ask you this question before. All right, all right, Drake. Drake beef from everybody, but
Yeah.
Drake and Future. You think Future should did Future make a diss track back? I don't think he did.
No.
He just said a few words on some track, but Future ain't really no battle rapper like that anyway.
Yeah. And I think Future one of them types that he said what he said, he probably just leave the phone out. So I don't think Future should say anything else, nor will I think he I mean, do I think he's gonna say anything right? Um
Like I think Future's the type of rapper he just gonna make another hit and probably
mhm,
say a few words like that, but he ain't gonna like no make no diss tracks, something like that.
right. Agreed.
But they ain't the type of person he is. Now, who you think win out Drake versus Kendrick?
Honestly, I'm gonna say Kendrick only by a small margin though, because um Drake, all of Kendrick Lamar's verses and disses have been aimed at Drake. But Drake been trying to diss everybody he made to because push ups was we talking about everybody and that one that he didn't officially release with Snoop and Tupac on that that was all for um, Kendrick. But I think I think this next one, mark my words, this next one that Drake gonna drop.
They're
I
gonna be
think it's
like that.
yeah, but I think also because when Drake say they don't like to see me lit, I think he's right about that. People want to see this man fall so bad. Like, they want to see him fail so bad. But
Mm-hmm.
Jay, we talked about it before. When you have so much success, people want to see you fail. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll give a slight advantage to Kendrick right now. But I think whatever Drake put out next is gonna really decide who's gonna come out.
Because I think as far as lyrical ability, like I think Kendrick talk about just straight lyrical ability, just straight that.
Of
Kendrick,
course, yeah,
Ed, Drake just a little bit, but I think they on the same
yeah,
level as far as like they can diss track. Like they on the same level. Like
yeah.
and at the same token, you think it's good for the culture too?
I think it's great for the culture because, um, like, whether you know it or not, like it's been like a whole bunch of sub beats or smaller beats going on. Um, listen, this could get out of hand. Um, it is a small chance that Yachty might jump in. It's
Mm-hmm.
a it's a it's a small chance that Baby King might jump in. I think I said his name right. Um, it's a chance that Savage could jump in. Uh, it's a chance that Kanye West could self destruct and start dissing everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So we know
Like
how
he
he
could.
is.
Yeah. So I do think it's good for the culture. Um, I'm excited. You know, I'm a Drake fan, but man, when I say I ain't no hater of Kendrick. Now, so he been doing this thing.
Speaking of like what I was saying about the lyrical ability,
Yeah.
I understand it, but do you agree with J. Cole backing out of it? Or he should have never backed out of it? He should have just took on because it,
Nah, I
it,
think
it, it like hip hop. Go ahead before I go.
I think I've always been the type to say, and I hope I never have to do this, but I've always been the type to say, don't say stuff you got to turn around and go back and apologize for. If
Mm-hmm.
you say it, then me, right? Stand on it. Stand on what you say. For him to back off, I mean, he has every right to. I just think, bro, this man had a whole song dissing this man, and it wasn't bad at all. It was good. And then
Mm-hmm.
he said, "Man, you know what? I shouldn't have did that. That's my brother. Let me back out of this." Then he took the track off stream. So I mean, a lot of people said, it was his decision. I mean, which it is. I just think that he had already made this track junior. Making a song takes a good bit of work. This
Mm-hmm.
man made the song, so he meant it.
He
He
missed
meant it. Yeah, but the backtrack on it, I just thought that
because
was
as far as a spiritual journey and all that other stuff, I can understand it from that point of view. But at the
right.
same time, this hip hop, this competitive. You get
Right.
what I'm
Ain't nobody trying
saying?
to
It's a
kill nobody,
sport.
bro. Yeah. It's a
Come on
sport.
now. Come on,
It's a sport.
you can't just back out of now. Go at it. Because I
You
think
think
J. Cole was up there on the same level with Kendrick and Drake as far as lyrical ability.
most definitely.
And it would have been good for the culture also.
Mhm. I don't think you don't think Nikola Jokic ain't gonna go apologize to Braun for beating them in the playoffs. It's
Exactly.
competitive.
No,
Yeah.
it's
You know what I'm
competitive.
saying?
Because
Yeah.
if you got somebody, as far as you competing with somebody, you got somebody on the same level or slightly better, you still have a certain respect for that person anyway. So the
Right.
respect is already
Right.
there because if you even respect that
Right.
person, you won't even be responding to him anyway.
Exactly.
Mhm. So that's what I'm thinking. He should have never backed out of it. Because you heard what Jada Kidd
Yeah.
said about Jada Kidd said like, I got to talk to him because Jada Kidd he
To my,
gonna respond.
to my joint, he said you got to talk to J Cole.
Yeah.
Look, 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 look. People out here saying that, man, these are the best discs I've ever heard, bro. And I don't know if this is something you plan on touching on, bro. But bro, some of these the greatest diss tracks of all time. LL Cool J, Mama said knock you out. You know
Mm.
um uh Jada Kiss when he was dissing 50 Cent. Like I forgot the name of the song, but it was hard. Pause. Um,
Cannabis second round knock. Not
and
cannabis.
and
What's the second round knockout?
second round or
Basically,
first
when
round
it was
knockouts.
second.
Him and
It was one
LL.
of them. Yeah.
Look, no, no Vaseline by Ice Cube. And listen, Ice Cube made a good point. He was like, 'cause they were trying to ask him which track was harder, which pause between him and Tupac. Um, Tupac this track. He was like, Ice Cube was like, look, no disrespect to Tupac, but I didn't just I didn't just end one person's career. This man said he ended a whole group, a whole record label. I mean, because NWA had to, NWA was over with after that.
Ain't
And you know what I'm saying? They everybody went their separate ways. So
because I think
he had a great point.
no. I don't want to go off subject, but no Vaseline up there will hit them up. It just hit them up with just Tupac, the two of the biggest artists of all
Right,
time, and
right,
plus Tupac on that cussing. Then it's the Faith Evans thing, all it surrounded.
yeah,
So that's why it's
yeah.
slightly people can slightly better. But you really listen to it, like, hey, it's up there.
Hmm.
It's up there. Dang. So let me ask you this question, like Drake, and then this is another question, like why is Drake beefing with so many people? You think it because of hate? You think it because of some things behind the scene that we don't know about, or something? Because I think it's hate, but at the same time, what is Drake doing? Or what did he did? Or
It's
it's some of the things
it's
we
a
would
it's
never know, but it make you
yeah.
think.
It's a few things in my opinion. You know how people come together for a common cause.
Mm,
So I think it's a combination of jealousy. I think it's a combination of opportunists, right? I mean, why not beef with one of the artists that's at the top?
mm,
Um, in order to lift yourself up, in order to make yourself look good. Um, listen, what a lot of people what a lot of people not talking about is like when Kendrick made his diss track, bro, this man did what 9.2 million streams like the first in like 24 hours. Like,
mm,
let's be honest, Kendrick is good, but Kendrick ain't doing them numbers just by dropping something himself. This
exactly.
beef, this beef is helping his numbers out, as well as Drake's, as well as like see what people are missing here is all these discs that are official releases is bringing in income. I mean, when Rick Ross released that was it called Champagne Moments or something like that or whatever his dish
Mm,
was to Drake, I mean it's doing numbers, so they making money, and I think a lot of it is I hope it's not women. No offense, I hope that's not what it is. 'Cause, like they need to be ashamed of themselves if that's what it is. If that's what he beefing with Metro Boomin about, they need to sit down.
exactly. But you know how it is, how we know how the world is
Hmm.
ran. Most likely that what it is though. Mm. Somebody got Tinder or something like that. Mm. And that will happen. But besides all that, I'm here for it. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
sometimes you need, people get on the track and sharpen their skills
Yeah,
up on the record and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
So that's what I like.
for sure.
Hmm. But let's get into some sports, like the takeaways from the NFL draft. What you think about the NFL draft this year?
What what I will say is I think the Chicago Bears did a great job. I think
Mm,
Caleb Williams and I can't say the guy's name right from Washington,
mm,
the the wide receiver that was carving up um who was the other team that they beat Texas. He was carving up Texas, and he was carving up Michigan. They just lost, but getting those two guys, I think is great. I like uh I like Daniels for Washington. Long as they use him right, I think it's gonna be great. Um, let's see. Drake Mays for New England. I like that too. And
mm,
listen, Michael Penix for the Falcons. I know people don't like that. I know people don't like that draft of them drafting him when they got uh Cousins. But here's what people don't understand, and I'm surprised the analysts missed this. Kirk Cousins has been hurt a lot in these last few years. Now
mm,
when he's been playing really well. But the Vikings this past year, I mean, the Vikings were doing pretty good until he got hurt. Then it just all crashed and burned. So my thing is that it's insurance. And I know what the Falcons are thinking. The Falcons are like, all right, we got Kirk Cousins. We paid him, $100 million or whatever it was. But we got Michael Penix if he gets hurt. Because see, it's a win-win in my opinion. If Kirk Cousins doesn't get hurt, then Michael Penix get to sit back and learn and do his thing. But if Cousins get hurt, then Penix get to play. You got that quarterback of the future. So I think it's a win-win. They pretty much talked about him really bad, but I think it was good. Also, um, JJ McCarthy went to the Broncos. I think that was
mm,
good too. Um, and I like there's a whole bunch of other picks that I like. And that Mr. Irrelevant, um, I think it was Keys that played at Alabama last year. He was the
mm.
last pick in the draft. Listen, that man's gonna be good. I they make it seem like it's a bad thing, but I mean it's like motivation, and I like the way he handled. He was like, "I'm Mr. Irrelevant. Like, y'all getting a dog out of me. I'll get ready to work." So I like. I don't know if you had any particular questions for me about the draft, but
No, I
I,
ain't.
I like I
Cause
like what a lot of teams do.
what do you think about Jaden Daniels going to the Commanders?
Man, that's what I really like that. Him going to Washington. I think
Mm,
here's the thing. Here's the thing with Washington. Washington got to get the right staff behind them, and I think they may have the correct staff in place to for Daniels to harness his talent. I think um Washington has been bad for too long. It's time for them to get
mm.
better. So I think they finally got the right staff in place that they could make something shake. So I like that.
According to the NFL news right here, grading, they got Arizona Cardinals. They gave them an A- in the draft grade.
Yeah,
Of
for
course, you
sure. They
got
they, they did.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
Shout out to Marvin Harris and Marvin Harrison Jr. 'Cause I know there
yeah.
was a proud moment for Marvin Harrison during that time, which they say they
Mhm.
didn't show it on TV that moment, but it's about to call it on camera. And they put it on TikTok, social media. But they got Marvin Harrison. He was number 4 overall pick,
Mhm.
and who else they have? Darius Robinson, defensive tackle.
Mhm.
But they gave them a A-.
Yeah, they really addressed their needs because they would have been really crazy to get rid of Murray. I think he's the quarterback.
Mm,
Um, I think they would have been crazy to get rid of him. I mean, he got hurt, but I mean, who you gonna replace him with? So
yeah.
I think they did good to keep him and just get him some weapons. Um, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. was the obvious choice, and I think if if Chicago could have moved
Mm.
up, they would have got. They definitely would have got him. And if the Bears had got Marvin Harris Jr., what's higher than an A plus? That's what I would have
Yeah.
gave the. That's what I would have gave the Bears. But yes,
So
but back to the Cardinals, they did really good job.
you see Marvin Harrison Jr. doing pretty good in the NFL.
Long as he long as he has the same work ethic as his father,
Mm.
he gonna be there. The
Because
talent's there already.
his father had one of the best top five footwork receivers
Hmm
in all time.
hmm
They like that textbook. Like some of y'all young receivers, go back and look at Marvin Harris on film and look at his
Yeah,
footwork. Chad Johnson be proud of his footwork too. So
yeah,
hey, hmm your Ravens, got A minus in the draft too.
yeah. We did pretty good. Yeah, we did pretty good. We got some defensive guys. Um,
I see a lot of these. Nate Wiggins from Clemson. Then you got Penn State linebacker Isaac.
mhm.
Well, y'all got two
I think
DBs. So that way y'all were lacking
yeah,
DBs.
yeah, because I just I'm a Raven fan, so we were getting shredded in the defensive backfield, like we would get killed back. Just big plays. If you look at even when we played the Chiefs, like
Mm-hmm.
if we're being honest, if you're a Super Bowl contending team, then you're pretty much building your team to face the Chiefs. It's just what it is. And
Mm-hmm.
like we got some good DBs on our team. I don't know if a good bit of them are coming back, but we need we needed to get some young blood back now. Listen. Baltimore has been really good with drafting defensive players that you wouldn't think would become really good, and they end up shining. And then we got that Kyle Hamilton. I think he's really good. We got a couple of guys from Alabama the last few years that have been doing pretty good. So I think we set ourselves up nicely with this draft. So um, look, our offense is straight. Like we already got Zay Flowers as a wide receiver. Lamar Jackson, obviously. We got Derrick Henry, and so we're pretty much offensive line is good, so we're pretty much set. We just really need to work on that defense because we gave up a lot of points last year.
They got Denver Broncos got Bo Nix as a quarterback. And first, I want to say this. I want to apologize to Bo Nix personally.
Oh man, I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Jay. I was wrong. The who drafted JJ McCarthy? Was it the Raiders?
JJ McCarthy. I just seen that. Who drafted him? I just seen that though. JJ McCarthy.
I think he
Minnesota?
went to the Raiders. No, that's right. He went to Minnesota. That's my bad. That's
Mm.
an error on my part. My bad. That's right. They did draft Bo Nix, but go ahead. That's my fault.
I want to send a shout out to Bo Nix. Cause I when he was at Auburn, I said Bo Nix is not the quarterback. He don't got the talent. They let you know wrong is wrong timing. Bo Nix, that
Yep.
offense at Auburn just didn't work. So Bo
Yep.
Nix didn't fit that offense, and it just wasn't the right fit overall at the time at Auburn. So, and I think Bo Nix, that was a great business decision, him going to Oregon.
Oh, for sure. For
Great
sure.
business decision. So I want to shout out to Bo Nix. You did your thing. You made the right choice,
Yeah.
and that's one of those things that no matter what people say, you know what's best for you, and you do it on your own.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bo Nix for doing what you need to do, and so you can follow your dream.
Yeah, for sure. That
Mm-hmm.
was let me say something about that one real quick. I remember, like, bro, just being an Alabama fan, I was like, yeah, y'all keep holding this. You gonna keep throwing the ball to us. That's good. So, um, listen, it's all about opportunity. And I remember when he transferred to Oregon, I'm like, boy, this nigga ain't gonna never play. He's never gonna play. He ain't good
Mm-hmm.
enough to play at Oregon, man. he showed up. He showed out. He showed out, and it was other people doubting him too, besides me. Even the analyst was like, "Yeah, he did good, but I don't know." But you you keep your head down and you work. Sometimes it's just not the right fit. Sometimes it's just not your season, not your season.
Mm,
And him leaving Auburn, and I'm pretty sure he gonna say it one day. He ain't gonna say it now. But I think leaving Auburn was the best thing that ever happened.
exactly.
So,
Best thing that ever
so
happened
shout
to
out,
him.
shout out, Bo Nick.
Shout out to Bo Nix. Shout out to Bo Nix. Uh, who else we could take away from? While I'm looking this up, did somebody say something like Alabama broke a record as far as players getting drafted? Hey, I know I saw that somewhere.
Um,
Alabama broke a record by drafting players. That's one reason why Nick Saban was there too.
I think over the last however many years, um, they've at least had at least if not led the draft in players being drafted, but they've always been in the top three because I think Michigan had the most players drafted this year with like 15. I
Mm-hmm.
know Alabama had 10 players drafted. So um yeah, this is definitely a factor. You know,
I think he said some kind of
um,
record with how many first round picks in what 15 to 16 straight years, something like that.
oh yeah, that's right, that's right. So many consecutive years of having a player go in the first round. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause we had Dallas
Mm-hmm.
Turner this year, and you know what's crazy? Like Bryce Young being the first number one overall pick last year. So and that's crazy. So
That's crazy. That's for
shout
the
out Nick Saban.
that further solidify that Nick Saban the GOAT.
Yep.
And Nick, you're gonna be very well missed. Know that.
Yep, that nigga smiling hard, bro. That nigga look like a proud parent up there.
Smiling hard. Did hold on, I hope I ain't gonna make no fool of myself. Did Jalen Hurts go in the NFL draft? Not Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Miro.
No, no, no. He's still with Bama.
I don't know why.
He'll come
Some
out. He'll come
what
out
was an
next year.
interview or something?
No, he
They,
was at the draft. That's what threw a lot of people
oh,
off.
okay.
He was there.
I
He
about to say
was
I thought
there
he supposed to be back
interviewing.
at.
Yeah, he was there. I'm like, folks, like, what you doing? Yeah, nah, he was at the draft, but he gonna be there next year.
Minnesota got two Alabama players. They got Dallas Turner, linebacker,
Mm-hmm.
and they got Will Richard, the kicker.
Oh, the kicker,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
The kicker
yeah.
got
They got
drafted.
old, they got old Will Riker, and old Dallas Turner. Yeah, that's pretty good. Look. Minnesota lost a few close games by not having a good kicker.
Mhm.
So I think drafting Will Riker, is gonna help them. They trying to get every little thing covered. Look, somebody tell Dallas Turner he can't hit JJ McCarthy in practice, bro. They on the same team now. You can't hit that man.
Exactly. Ooh. What else we got? I'm going down the line. Going down the line. What we got? Uh, New Orleans Saints got a A minus two. Who New Orleans Saints got? They got an offensive tackle. Oh, they got Kool Aid.
Yep,
Kool
they
Aid
got
going.
Kool-Aid in the picture.
Yeah, Kool Aid going.
Yep.
Kool Aid going. Then
They,
they got.
so, so,
Go ahead.
some say he was the best. He's the best DB in the draft. The best DB in the draft, and I agree with that. I don't. I think that he had to stay disciplined in Alabama's system. But
Mm-hmm.
I think once he gets to the NFL, write this down. Mark my words. When he gets to the NFL, he gonna really display his talent. And I think He's gonna be all pro, all NFL talent in the NFL because he's gonna be able to. What they say, he's gonna be able to pin his ears and go to work. He ain't gonna have to, stay disciplined to make up for the mistake of others. He's gonna be able to spread his wings in New Orleans.
They are Malik neighbors at the Giants now. LSU Malik neighbors.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Malik
Mhm.
neighbors. I don't know why I keep wanting to say labors. Neighbors. Uh, I who
Look,
Philadelphia got?
quarterback gonna end up losing his job if he don't be careful.
Ain't who Philadelphia got? Philadelphia got they said they got two DBs.
Yeah, a whole
Clint
bunch of
Mitchell from
DBs.
Toledo and
Yeah,
Iowa, Cooper,
yeah,
Eugene, uh,
yeah.
my dad
We
and my
getting.
mama team, and I think Tim still a fan ain't too, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
They got they got an A as
Yeah.
for draft rank. They got an A. Who they got noted? They got Michigan receiver Roman Wilson. They got
Hmm.
Washington. They got a offensive tackle stuff like
Hmm.
that. But they rank. They got an A.
Yeah,
I
they
got a
listen. Listen, I know Justin Fields going to get out on the field and play, but
hmm.
I don't think they need to have that returning kick, bro. That man gonna get lit up, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, Mike Tomlin, you gonna be watching us one day. When you go back and look at some of our old footage, which is gonna be this right here. Listen,
uh,
don't have that man returning kicks, Mike Tomlin. Please don't do it, bro.
man gonna
Please.
get ate up about this.
That man get ate up, bro. Oh,
Ate up. Before we get into the NBA, we're gonna. I don't know if you watched the boxing fight, Tim.
I
Garcia versus
watched
Haney.
a little bit of it. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody had Haney winning that fight. But they said Garcia did a great job at promoting. I ain't gonna lie, Garcia is good at promoting. He did such a great
Mm-hmm.
job promoting to make people think that he was like an underdog.
Yep.
And they said what they said. I think they said he betted on himself and
Bet
he
on
knew
himself.
he was gonna win.
Yep.
And it wasn't even close when I watched the fight because Haney is a more technical fighter, but and I know Styles make fights too. He's a more technical
Mm-hmm.
fighter, but I was like, dang, it wasn't even close. Garcia had him. And Haney, he was in the I watched most of the fight. Haney was they should have called that fight about 5 rounds before they ended. I think it was some money involved. Well,
Yeah.
boxing's cricket
Yeah.
anyway. It's the more cricket sport, but uh, they should have been called that fight though. That was crazy. That was crazy. But what they had Garcia winning tied 112 to 112. Everybody said whoever
Mhm.
did that should have been fired. Garcia and the rest of them had Garcia winning 114 to 110, and 115 to 109. And I think Garcia scored two or three knockdowns too, so they weren't even close. Somebody said they had
Mhm.
Haney out there looking like looking like Martin out there. People
You look,
crazy. People
Bobby
stupid.
Harris, Bobby Harris.
People stupid, man. I was like, Haney was out there looking. He was rough though. I was like, damn. And Garcia, he kept talking shit. Somebody said, "How you feel like you getting whooped and niggas and the niggas still talking shit to you?
Still talking to you, right?
What can you
Still
do?"
talking. And look, then ain't nothing you can do about it. That's the worst. That's the worst. Listen. I don't play ball over here in some of these wrecks, and I don't have folks talking trash to me and killing. And what can you do about it? It's a bad feeling, bro. I know because I was looking at the highlights. I'm like, boy, he talking. And see, there ain't nothing that man can do about it. Look, I said, all I can say is, poor fella, poor fella.
Sometimes you just got take your L. You get your lick back.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta take your L. But what's that word? Man, gone somewhere. Yeah,
Man,
man,
hey,
gone.
man, hey. Hey,
Got
hey man, go
it.
on now, man.
That mean that nigga lost, but cause you can start stress.
Here we go.
Uh, what you think about the NBA playoff?
Well, Junior, I said, look, here's what I said exactly. I said, when the Lakers get put out, I'll be able to enjoy the NBA playoff. Junior, listen, the Lakers led in the series. They led, if I'm not mistaken, they led for 159 or 69 minutes. They led in the series as far as having the lead. They led. Meanwhile, um, Denver only led for 59 minutes, which means that which it don't matter because you can have a lead first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. It only matters having the lead when the quarter minutes when the clock is zeros across the board. And that's what
Mm.
Denver did. And then I remember when teams used to play Golden State, you could be up by 25 points, lead not safe. And now you gotta worry about the Denver Nuggets with that type of stuff. And you know, LeBron, AD, they did their best. I know last year I was mad with AD, but AD has been consistent. I ain't gonna lie, man was consistent this year. So it's the others. It's Dinwiddie, man playing like me out there. Is is you know what I'm saying? So we got one game. I ain't even gonna lie. I had confidence that we could come back because we had led. We were beating them so bad. We just couldn't finish the game.
Hmm.
So I had confidence. I had confidence that we'd come back. But look, once they got put out, I said, all right, now I can focus my attention to the New York Knicks. Hey, 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 look, I was sad for a couple of hours, then I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back now. So I'm able to enjoy the games. Cleveland, listen, Cleveland and Orlando. That Orlando won tonight, so they going to game 7. Listen,
Mm.
Orlando's coming. Oh, Orlando is on the rise, and I didn't think it would be this fast. But they got Cleveland on the ropes for real. I know it's a game 7, but man, them Orlando guys, they're young, bro. So they ain't going nowhere anytime soon. New York, New York doing all this without Julius Randle. Maurice don't know what he's doing. Um, uh, let's see who else. Indiana. Listen, that Indiana New York series is gonna be good. It's gonna be just like old times, Jim. Me and you around the same age, so we remember them the New York Knicks Indiana Pacers series. So it's gonna be a dog fight next
I,
series. Um, who else? Um, let's see,
uh,
Boston. Boston
Boston.
running through Miami. Boston running through Miami, so they going to the next round. They're gonna end up playing the winner of the Cleveland
And
Orlando
Magic.
series. I listen.
You
I'm
think
I'm
they?
just keeping it real. Who neither Cleveland nor Orlando is beating Boston, so we might as well. They
You
they,
think they're
they
gonna be a
moving
sweep?
forward.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't know.
No, 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 no. It's not gonna be a sweep because um Boston has had a lot of issues. So I think it's either gonna be 5 games or 6 games, but Boston's definitely winning. Um, on to the West. Listen, that Timberwolves Nugget series, it's gonna be good. But guess what? I don't know if this is gonna surprise you or not, Junior. I think the Timberwolves gonna beat the Nuggets, bro. I
You
think
think
they're
so?
gonna upset Denver. Yeah, I think they're gonna upset Denver, bro, because they and I think that's why Anthony Edwards, like if you look at his face, he's so confident. I think that they got the right team that's peaking at the right time to face the Denver Nuggets. And I think they will beat them. They either listen, I know this being recorded, so we can always go back to
Mm.
the Timberwolves are going to beat the Nuggets. It's either gonna be in 6 games or seven. One or two, 6 or 7. They beat the Nuggets.
And I hope so too, because I ain't gonna lie, Kim. Edwards, he might be my new favorite. Well, I said it early this year. I think we said on the
Hmm.
podcast, like he been my
Yeah,
okay, Britt told me. Maybe my
yep.
favorite new favorite player. Britt
We
said
did talk about that.
if you look at his style, he come from that same. We don't like to put that pressure on him like that yet, but he come from that same cloth as Jordan and Kobe.
Yeah, it's that old school mentality, but and I think that's why everybody like, man, I like him.
Mm, that what it is. Cause I
Yeah,
saw something, and Britt said just look at how he played. That what he doing. I bet he studying them too. Both
for
of them.
sure, for sure.
I bet
Yeah,
he
he
studied both of
might be
them.
Jordan soon.
The boy, people keep saying it. They gonna believe
Right. The more I'm like, it might people, they might
it.
be right.
Out of all these series killers, to me, I ain't been watching
Mhm.
as much as everybody. I think
Yeah.
what's the most exciting series so far? You think the Bucks and the Pacers? No, the Knicks and 76ers
No,
was the
The
most
Knicks and
exciting.
76.
The
The
most
Knicks and
exciting.
76. Yeah, sure.
Then after that, to me, was the Bucks and Pacers. They were the
Yeah.
playoffs been decent this so far. I ain't gonna lie, it's been decent so
Yeah. 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 I've been watching more games than I usually, what I'm saying, will watch. 'Cause usually I say I'm like, man, I ain't watching none of that stuff, but yeah, it's been because I'm gonna tell you why, Junior. There's no clear cut favorite.
far.
Like like last year, Denver was playing so good. Like even though people didn't want to admit it, they were the clear cut favorite. Um, excuse me. On the East, Boston. It was either Boston or Milwaukee before Giannis got hurt. They were the clear cut favorite. And then of course, Miami came through and started killing everybody. But when Miami got to the finals, bro, everybody knew they would not beat them.
Mm.
Everybody knew they would not beat Denver. And now I don't even think Denver gonna make it to the Western Conference Finals, let alone going to the finals. And over in the East, listen, Boston is looking good, but there is a chance that New York can beat Boston. There
Exactly.
is a chance. There is a chance. I know Stephen A. Smith. I know he hyped, but there is a chance that the New York Knicks can go to the NBA Finals. And listen,
It's
there
good for
is a chance that
basketball.
yes, there is a chance that the New York Knicks can win the NBA championship, bro. It's realistic.
You
I
said
don't,
it
a
first.
lot of people, I people watching us, they heard it here first, bro. There is a chance the New York Knicks can win championship because if you think about it, they're gonna play the Pacers the next round. To me, I love Halliburton and all them guys, Nate Smith and all them guys over there, Turner. I love them guys, but New York should win that series. I'm pretty sure it might go 7 games. They should win that series. They go to the Eastern Conference Finals to play the Nick. I mean, to play the Boston Celtics. There is a chance that they can beat the Boston Celtics. If they beat the Boston Celtics, they may be looking at playing. Okay, to me, I got the Timberwolves advancing to the East. I mean, to the Western Conference Finals. They end up playing the. Let's see. If I think Dallas. I don't know if Dallas beat the Clippers tonight. Can you look that up and see
Oh, they
if they
playing now.
still playing?
They still playing. I think it's fourth quarter now. They on break right now.
Okay. Um, if the Mavericks win tonight, and they're gonna go on to play what's the other team?
You said Maverick. They gonna go on to play Thunder and the Pelic. They're gonna go on to play on Thunder.
Yeah, they're gonna go to play Thunder. Now listen, this is a toss up between the Mavericks and the Thunder. Thunder is sneaky good. They're sneaky good, bro. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Timberwolves versus, let's just say, Mavericks. Timberwolves Mavericks. I know
Mm,
everybody like Luka, everybody like Kyrie. Something about them Timberwolves, bro. Junior, make sure you save this. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
mm,
How crazy and weird would that be?
exactly.
And there is a chance Knicks can pull that off. Or the Timberwolves. I wouldn't even be mad, bro. If the Knicks and Timberwolves made it, I wouldn't even trip. I think that would be a great finals, and whoever wins, I'd be excited about. I don't even remember what the original question was. I ain't got
Well, we
excited.
we we were just going over the playoffs a little bit.
My bad. I ain't
Uh,
got excited.
who else we got? The Bucks. You knew the Bucks were gonna lose to the Pacers. Well, they Giannis hurt though. You think they
Yeah, when
should?
Giannis was hurt, I said it was over.
Oh, I'm about to say you think they should have still won, but Giannis that's a
Nah,
big. But when
nah,
you
because Indiana is a good team. So
mm,
Indiana is one of them teams you can't afford to be hurt against. And if you got Giannis out for the series and Dame missing a game or two,
mm,
you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. I know
that,
Charles Barkley guaranteed that if they had went to a game seven, that Milwaukee was gonna win. I disagree.
mm,
Indiana's too good of a team to lose to the Bucks with just Dame. They needed Giannis. Now if they had Giannis at full strength, 5 games. Series be
five
over in
games.
5 games. Yeah, 5 games. It would have been over.
That Knicks and Pacers game gonna be that's nostalgia for real. But
Yeah,
that
for
game
sure.
they're gonna be a good series.
It's gonna be a good series. 6 or 7. I got the Knicks winning now.
6 or 7. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I got the Knicks with that. Uh, they let you know I can be kind of out of the loop with the NBA lately because
Mhm.
the Thunder was so good. I had some kids telling me about the Thunder so good. Shy, I think that's his name. I ain't know he was that raw.
Yeah. Yeah. Shy Gibbs is there. Yeah, you know, when the Clippers traded him for Paul George, a lot of people was upset about that.
Mm,
A lot of people were mad about that. But I mean, he's in the MVP voting. I mean, he's a finalist. Jokic gonna win. I think it should be Shea. Because the finalists are Luca, Shea, and Jokic. They gonna give it to Jokic, but I think it should be Shea because
mm,
that Thunder team is something serious. And Shea, I don't know if you've been watching him. He got everything. I think he still need to work on his 3 pointer,
mm,
but he got the mid range down pat. It ain't nothing you can do with that mid range. It's a thing of beauty. Mid range driving to the cup. He got it all. Defense, he good. So Shea is a beast, bro. And I know I said New York, Minnesota. It could also be New York Thunder
mm.
too in the NBA Finals. So I think this year, Junior, it's gonna be a thing where when the NBA Finals finally get here, we're gonna sit back and be like, I think everybody, if your team is already eliminated, I think everybody gonna genuinely say, I don't care which team wins because I like both teams. I think there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna say,
Yeah. Uh, the Timberwolves and the Suns. I like you like to when Edwards was talking shit to KD. I ain't seen that
Yeah,
wrong with it.
yeah, I
They're
love it.
competitive.
I love it
They're
because
showing confidence.
because
And KD, you saw that grin KD had. Like I like he it was that grin like he talking shit to me, but I like that. I like that guy.
but but you know why KD like that so much. Pause. I'm gonna take you back in time. You remember in 2000 and it was 2010 and also 2000 and no, not 2010. I'm sorry, 2011 and 2012. You know what? I'm sorry, 2012. And you remember
Mm,
when you remember when James Harden was still with the Thunder
mm,
and James Harden and Russell Westbrook and KD, they were talking so much trash to Kobe and the Lakers. And in I think it was 2010, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and look. We beat the Thunder on the road to the NBA Finals. We fast forward to 2012, we lost to the Thunder in the playoffs because they eventually ended up going to the finals where they lost to Miami. But
mm.
it's almost the same thing that they were talking trash to Kobe as the young guys in the league saying, "Hey, look, I'll never forget." Um, James Harden was like, "Well, we
Mm.
here, we ain't going nowhere." You fast forward all these years, fast forward 8 years, no, 12 years. Fast forward 12 years later, and you see Anthony Edwards talking to KD like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm the problem. You got
Like
to deal with this."
it came full circle because he
Full
probably that
circle.
probably was thought in his head like I just did
Yeah,
this to Kobe.
yeah.
I was just doing this to Kobe. Nah, that's why he was like you said. That's why he was grinning.
He was just like, "Man, I remember we were doing this to Kobe. Now we the old people now." Yep. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, and he
sir.
said KD and Edwards said KD was his favorite player. But
Yep.
this is like Kobe and Michael Jordan when everybody know Kobe idolized Michael Jordan. But when it
But he
came to
wanted
the
to kill him.
Vegas, he wanted to kill him.
Yeah, he wanted to kill him.
And then that was passing the torch, basically.
Hey, look, hey,
Michael
you know what
Jordan,
they say? Go ahead.
that was like passing the torch. When Kobe was going back at him, and Mike, you know, they would laugh, and then Kobe had, now Michael Jordan had slapped Kobe, uh,
Mm-hmm.
slapped Kobe. They were like
Mm-hmm.
passing the torch. And
Passing the
they were
torch for
talking,
sure.
they were talking shit to each other, but he was like,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. Hey, look, when they say idols become your rivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Idols become your rivals. Listen, in that 2003 All Star game, when Kobe and Jordan were facing off in the All Star game, in that clip, you know, they show that clip a million times. And then she, Jordan said, "Hey, you know that's a foul every time, right?" Jordan said, Coach said, "What you talking about?" He said, "Man, I wasn't no foul." He said, "You know they gonna call it." He said, I got six. You only got three. They gonna call that for." And then Coach said, you right." So then Jordan said, why'd you bite on that pump fake? He's like, "I've been on pump fake." He said, "But," he said, "Where you gonna go?" He said, "Where you gonna go?" He said, and then Jordan said, "Did you see a bit?" Then Kobe said, "Mike, where you gonna go?" Then look, he go Jordan. Jordan said, "I'm gonna go for these ribs. I'm gonna go for the ribs right here." But what I'm saying is that if you go back and look at that interaction between those two, Junior, Jordan almost looked like a proud father
mm-hmm.
playing against his playing against his son and seeing how good his son could be and knowing that he's leaving the league in good hands after he leave up out of there. So I think the same is with KD. And Anthony Edwards, he's like, man, I really like this guy, and he's gonna be good for the league. So I think that was a dope moment.
Speaking of that, now they said NBA players voted the greatest players of all time, right? And
Yeah,
I think, of course, number one they had Michael Jordan. Who they had number two?
mm-hmm.
Was it LeBron?
Yeah, it was LeBron.
And number three was Kobe, right?
Yeah,
I know I know you biased for Kobe.
oh for
Well, we
sure.
all biased, but
I ain't even gonna lie to
how can I know it's how can I explain it? I know a lot of it's who you grew up on,
you.
the styles of reason,
Hmm.
and stat wise, like you don't have to put nobody, but I understand why they got LeBron at number two stat wise, based off the stats. But if you pay
Hmm.
attention to the game, I don't know. If we saying LeBron like this is his last year for real, you think some people gonna say I'm gonna say it? I think Kobe number two.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it 100. I've
I think Kobe
always
number two.
listen. I've always thought that Kobe was number two, but um, listen, stat wise and longevity, it's gonna give it to LeBron for sure. But
Mm,
I'm just sitting there like, bro, just go watch the tape. Just go watch the footage, bro. Like, can you imagine if Kobe didn't get hurt? If Kobe
exactly.
never got hurt, if Kobe never got hurt, bro, we might be talking about Kobe as all-time leading scorer, and
Mm,
that's on top. Is what makes Kobe's numbers so good was that he rarely played his first 2 years. So you take away that and all his injuries, and he's still what fourth all time on the scoring list. I think
yeah,
he's
he's
fourth.
still up there.
So it's just like to me, just from watching him for his whole career, like he's definitely number two for me. Jordan, bro, it's just I know a lot of people like to say plumbers and all that stuff. It it don't matter, bro, because you could you could tackle a nigga back when Jordan was playing and he wouldn't get a foul.
Of course,
So
some people some like it's a lot of younger kids say that now. As far as they talking about the skill set, of course, the skill set gonna get much better over time.
yeah,
But
yeah, for sure.
those times in the '90s and 2000s, those power forwards was a little bigger. They were mentally more
Right,
tougher. There was a
right.
more muscular. Like you just can't run in the lane.
They were
Of
stronger for
course, they
sure.
couldn't. They were strong. Of course, they couldn't put no jump shots up. You had a few of them. Well, I take that back. They were putting jump shots up. Of course, they're not doing it how they is today, but they were putting jump shots up. Just think about Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. They big,
Yeah, yeah.
but they were
Big
still
boy.
shooting. Like you just can't go and run in the lane and just do what you want to do.
Yeah, they took your
Hide it,
head off. Yeah, they took your head off.
and you gotta be mentally strong. So I ain't gonna like Charles Barkley said. I ain't gonna say it was better. Well, I gonna say it's better back in the day, but you necessarily can't make an argument which was better. It's just different. Uh, it's just different. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those it's one of those things, stuff like that. So and I think stats getting to the point now. It, how can I say this? I ain't gonna say it's getting overrated because if you make a certain amount of points or you get some level on the stats, it do mean
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
Uh, but you know, I don't think it mean as much as it was before. But it do mean something, but not as much as it used before because it's so the players that's not even the top players and get certain stats. I'm like, nah, it's just overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like the game is built for you to score now.
Mm. And I think they should do something about that as far as it's okay now. I would like to see more defense. It's more
Yeah, for
European
sure.
style, but I would like to see more defense. I understand why someone don't play defense now because everybody else don't play defense. Then they can conserve their energy on offense,
Right,
and then
right.
they in the analytics now and all that stuff instead of playing defense, playing hard defense or
Mhm.
contesting a shot and let them make the layup so you can run down the court. I think they said something about Dan Antonio, not Dan Antonio. What's it, Dan Antonio, the coach? That was
Yeah,
his
yeah.
coaching style.
Yeah, Mike D'Antoni said, "Bro, we ain't trying to play no defense. We trying to score more points." And ain't give a
Exactly.
damn about the
So that that uh that was that. So
yeah.
hmm but as for right now, I think Dallas are gonna go to the next round. They got 110 to
Man, that
95 with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left.
oh yeah, it's over with.
It's over. And I wanted the Clippers to at least go
Me
to the
too.
final. You
Me
think they
too,
gonna
Junior. Listen, huh?
go ahead?
Listen. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. My rival is the Clippers, but I ain't even gonna lie. I wanted them to win it all this year. I ain't even
Mm,
gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But they just too many injuries, bro. I don't know what Kawhi Leonard got going on,
me
but
neither.
just too
Kawhi
many.
Leonard like one of my favorite players. I don't know what he got going on.
I
I
don't
don't
know, bro.
I don't know. You think they're gonna break that team up?
Um, I think with the decisions that they make is they probably end up breaking the team up because Paul George gonna want a max contract, and I don't think that they gonna give it to him.
Mm,
So I think that's how they gonna end up breaking the team up.
yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. They're gonna end up breaking the team up.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, let's move on. Got one more thing before we dip out. Uh, I just found out this month was mental health awareness month. So
So,
tell them how everything been going. Everything been going all right. Well, we discussed that before we started though, but no, I still
yeah,
want to
it's
promote mental health awareness.
yeah, it's for the people that's watching, or for the people that will watch in the future and go back and look at this episode, bro. Listen, mental health is so important, and I'm not trying to leave out the women, but for men, because we have been taught to be so to put on this facade, to have this persona that we have to be, tough. And I'm here to tell you that, when people act tough, they're usually not tough. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to put yourself out there. And
Mm,
when you put yourself out there, you learn who's really for you. Junior. You really learn who's in your corner when you put yourself out there. And people see that as a form of weakness. I say that it's a way of exposing the people who's not supposed to be there. And
exactly.
it's a way of learning who's supposed to be in your life. So I encourage all men, if y'all going through something, get help, get therapy. Matter of fact, I got a therapy session. I got a therapy session coming up here soon for
Mm,
myself and my spouse. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be able to get therapy and to Junior, we look at ourselves in the mirror all the time. But a lot of times it takes a person who's outside of yourself to look at you and say, you're not well. Something's going
mm.
on. We need to talk. We need to do this and do that. So I encourage all men to
And you
stop,
right. Right. Go ahead.
stop living, stop living like you don't need help. It's okay.
And I'm glad we kind of tearing that stigma down as far as black men. Like we don't need to get we don't need to. uh, talk to a counselor, talk
Right.
to someone. You need to talk to
Mhm.
someone. Sometimes, just starting off, sometimes you might need that laughter. So that's where barbershops come at too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why a lot of people come to the barbershops, in which that essence of that is still out there, not as it used to be. Uh,
Hmm.
but that barbershop come at getting that camaraderie
Yeah.
amongst men.
Hmm.
Uh, there, just that laugh, 5, 10 minute laugh will help
Hmm.
people out. Then you get another man point of view and stuff like that too. So, and as far as the person on the other side of the chair now, I see how important that is for men to get pampered. I know we don't like to say that word, grooming,
Yeah.
and that right there, it's a boost of confidence. Also, you get them a therapy session. Also, you get them a kind to woosah because as men, especially the black men, we don't have that safe space as other people do.
Bingo. Bingo.
So
Yeah.
that's a good time to 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 let put your feet up and stuff like that, and talk about
Yeah.
different things and stuff like that. So I hope a lot of barbers out there, since I'm a barber, I hope a lot of barbers know that and take the responsibility of that. Uh,
Yeah.
take on the responsibility and stuff like that. So and also work out. It's different
Hmm.
ways. You don't just have to work out. I know personally, me, it helped me out working out. Sometimes you just need some way you need to relieve that stress. Video games.
Hmm. Hmm.
You don't. Some people talk junk about video games, but no, that's a good stress reliever. And also,
Hmm.
that help with your motor skills too. So don't let nobody talk to you out of playing video games. It's better than being out
For
there on the
sure.
streets.
Hmm.
Uh, what else help with mental health? Talking about it. Have a family member, or sometimes you might find somebody outside of who you know. And I think that's good. Like you said, that's good to find somebody outside who you do not know, so they won't judge you in a certain way. They let you know the
Yeah, for
truth
sure.
straight down the line.
Hmm.
So that's what you
Hmm.
need. So I need to start going to therapy too, and then help out and stuff like that too. Because
Man, I'm trying to recommend it to
you might not think that you need help, or you might not need help, but everybody need talking to too sometimes.
Right.
So all fellas, take your mental health serious.
Mhm.
Take it very serious and stuff like that, and take some of these things that me and Kendall said, and strive to do better and stuff like that. So, because I know it's hard out here, because there's a lot of weight on us as far as
Yeah.
taking the family, and you trying to strive for excellence,
Yeah.
school, the stigma of us in this world, especially in the United States.
Mhm.
It's a lot. We can go on and on about it, but uh, just let you know, come to our podcast, the What Up Cub podcast, and comment.
Yeah.
This is a safe space for y'all too. So
Yep.
got the
Just please
camaraderie with
on.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
hmm So we got that
And just
going on. So.
and just know that you're not alone, and that truth be told, a lot of us are going through the same thing. We just don't open up our mouths to talk about it.
hmm
We are. Everybody's going through something. It's just the way of the world. And um, Junior, it was great that you said that. As barbers just having that responsibility. But I remember, when I used to go in a barbershop. um, when I was going to the barbershop, there are a lot of times that barbers were sometimes relieving themselves of the stress and worry just by bringing up a topic just to hear other guys' perspective on. That's a way to relieve the barbers stress as well. So it works both ways.
hmm
It's a safe space for men to be able to talk, but also on top of that, for the barbers, they were able to say their piece and help, low key help themselves by saying that stuff. But we 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 know that we're helping each other. That's what we men supposed to do. We're supposed to be there for each other. And when they can't get that safe space at home, know that it's a safe space with the fellas. And we
exactly
guys,
like, and we men and stuff like that, and we black men, so we know how we is. We know who's there for us too, because
yeah,
we so weird in a way. Like,
oh for sure,
you
Drew.
got some of your homeboys. They might know all your. I ain't gonna say know all your business. They might know a lot of your business. And they start jacking you on it,
Yeah,
and you be like, man, fuck y'all. But they got love for you. At
yeah,
the end
yeah.
of the day,
That's
they're
a
gonna be there for
look,
you. They might jack your
Drew.
ass now, but they
That's a
here for you.
hey, that's a weird way that we heal. That's a
Yeah.
weird way that it's a weird way that we're there for each other. Like, bro, listen, I know this is a serious moment for you, but I'm finna jank you because it's almost like an insecurity for myself as well. It's like, you know what, I'm going through that same thing, but I'm finna jank you for being sad about it. So,
Yeah.
but but we're helping each other heal through laughter. Laughter is the key, and when we can sit back and laugh about stuff together, then that's how we know that we're on our way to something great. So when we jank each other about that stuff, it's like, man, I know you talking about me, but you know, um, you
Cause that
just
man,
you make me feel better.
me and that guy that I used to work with named Fun. Shout out to Fun. Then when he said
Shout
black
out,
men are
Father.
weird, he be like, your homeboy might talk shit back to about man, what the fuck you up in here crying for? You man, get your ass up. Man up in here crying and shit over a
Yep,
girl. What the fuck you here crying about? Get up. But that girl broke your heart, didn't it? Just talk jump, but
right.
that your homeboy here for you and stuff like that. He he
Yep,
go he
that's their
he
way
go
of showing.
he gonna talk jump to you. But that's weird. That's how we is, though. I don't know why we like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't know why we like that. That's a man's way of showing, hey, look, I'm here for you. Don't. Well, yeah, you right. You right, Junior. We so weird when it comes to that stuff, man.
What
I
he
know
said,
you heard.
he said, your friend, y'all might almost come to blows about the fight and stuff like that.
But
But
it's
that's
all
your
love.
homeboy. It's all love.
Hey, look, I know you heard me, but I'm gonna talk about you in the worst way.
Woo, yeah.
Oh man,
That's all. Sometimes that's what you need, though. You need to laugh and
yeah,
stuff like
for
that.
sure,
That's what
for
you
sure.
need.
Yeah.
But before
And
we
believe it or
close out,
not,
cause you got
this is
go
even
ahead.
helping me out. Now I was
Hey.
just saying that laughing like this is helping me out. So it's
Mm-hmm.
always good. It's always
Exactly.
food for the soul.
Mm. Got anything else to leave, Kim, before we dip out?
Um, the Lakers fired Darvin Ham. Uh, I think they needed to. The only thing I didn't like is that they fired Phil Handy as well. I
Mm.
think Phil Handy is a great addition to the Lakers organization, and I personally think that I wouldn't be mad if I hired Phil Handy as the head coach of the Lakers. But whatever direction that they decide to go in, they need to get a head coach with some experience. They need to stop hiring um, all these first time head coaches. I know JJ Redick is a
Candidate.
candidate. I don't think he needs to be because I know Charlotte is looking for a head coach. He can go to Charlotte and coach, but not in LA, not yet. He ain't ready for it because as tough as he think he is, that California, that LA media will crush him as
Mm.
well as New York media and all that. We don't need somebody like that. We need somebody that's a seasoned coach.
You need
It's
somebody
time.
to need to win now or start rebuilding.
Yep, exactly,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, before we dip out, I need y'all to head to Elevator Beer or Beer Company
Oh, for
and get
sure,
y'all
for sure.
oil,
Get
beer
that.
balm, all your grooming needs. They got some more products coming out soon. Uh, so this is a good product. Uh, y'all go check them out. They very good. And they respond to you and everything. So y'all go check them out.
Yeah.
Mm,
Junior's people at my job talking about that. So
Really?
you, yeah,
Mm,
so it's getting out there now. So don't people keep working,
mm.
keep talking about it. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir. Well, this is it on that episode. We see y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all next week.
All right, Kim.
All right, James. Take care. Hey man, I like the background, man. I like that. That's
You like
dope.
that? Appreciate
Yeah, I
it.
love that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And before you get out of here, I just want to let you know I'm proud of you, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. You're doing big things. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all y'all.
I appreciate it, Kim. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Likewise.
sir. For sure. Appreciate it, man.
All
Appreciate it.
right.
All right.